Hey y'all, so let's talk a little bit more about the Alec Murdaugh case. Yesterday his brother testified, John Marvin, and it's funny to me how people have different perceptions. You can watch the same thing, but two people can see things so differently. To me, he came off as very genuine. He seemed like a nice man. But I think, again, and we talked about this in prior videos, because there's been so much media saturation in this case, and it's been so sensationalized, people tend to paint the whole Murdaugh family in the same light that they're painting Alec, right? Which I think is vastly unfair, because here's the thing. While we know that Alec has done some really shady and horrible things, and that Paul, had the boat accident and everything that went down with that, there's absolutely no proof that anybody else in that family has done anything criminal. So I think people, again, have just lost the ability to empathize. But can you imagine being in John Marvin's position, or being one of Alec's other siblings, right? And you're getting judged by what your brother did. How is that fair? I don't understand it, and it irritates me, and it just proves that confirmation bias is real. And people take everything that they see. Some people, when they watch these documentaries, they take it at gospel, not realizing that Netflix and HBO, they have creative license. So they can embellish, right? They can sensationalize. And here's the thing, they don't really need to do that, because everything that's happened with Alec breeds like a Lifetime movie anyway, right? But, that's what sells. That's what gets you ratings. But I would encourage everyone to do their own research, and don't just base it on rumors. We need facts. We need evidence, right? Before we start crucifying people. Just in my opinion, this is my opinion, and if you don't like the Murdaugh family, or if you've had experience with them and you think they're horrible people, then fine, let me know. But from my perspective, I think they deserve the benefit of the doubt. Does Alec? No. We know Alec is a shady effer, right? There's no question. I'm still not 100% convinced he's a murderer, but I hope that if he did do it, I hope justice prevails. I don't think the prosecution has proved their case beyond a reasonable doubt, and I'm just so thankful I'm not on that jury. But we'll see how it plays out. Regardless of this case, the guy is going to go to jail for a long time for his financial crimes, which he admitted and confirmed on the stand, which I thought was kind of smart of the prosecution in hindsight to get him to admit all that. Although it was tedious at the time, because he kept saying, you lied about this, and just you lied about this, and it was so repetitive. And I was like, oh my God, can we move on, please? But anyway, we shall see. Also, the Dad, let me make sure I get this right. The Dad Challenge podcast apparently has found his stalker, and he's going to bringing that to everyone's attention later today. So, will I be watching? Probably not. But and I do apologize for, I think I've always said the Dad's Challenge podcast, because, I think it says podcast, possessive, but it's the Dad. So I do apologize for that. He also posed a question the other day that I thought was just reeks of misogyny, which is pretty much what he's about, or seemingly. Talking about placing the blame on women, right? Talking about plastic surgery and stuff, and saying, does that set a bad example for teenagers? Here's a better question. Why do women feel like they have to do that, Josh? Why do you think these women feel like they have to have plastic surgery? Could it be because of men like you who are critiquing their looks? Because that's what you do. Could you be the problem? Maybe you want to look in the mirror and ask yourself, how can I make the situation better? What am I doing? What is society doing? People were all over Madonna for what she did to her face during the Grammys. And I have to admit, like I was one of those people, like, oh my God, why would you do that to your face? But instead of asking her, why would she do that? Maybe let's ask society, why did she feel like she had to do that? And I do believe there's something to be said for aging gracefully, but if people want to enhance their looks, it's not for me to judge, right? It's not for me to judge. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. I hope everybody's having a really good day. I am sending love and light, and until next time, be well.